Oh, hi, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. I am Taylor. This is my weekly review series where I review trade paperbacks and sometimes give them away. And I will be giving this one away, so stay tuned until the end of this video to see how you can win it. Also, watch till the end of the video to see if you won last week's giveaway of Once and Future Volume 1. A hint, most of you didn't win. One of you did, if you watched to the end and figure that one out. Anyways, welcome. I'm Taylor, like I just said, because I repeat myself a lot in these videos, and this is Canto. If I Only Had a Heart by David Booher. He's the writer. The art is by Drew Zucker. Coloring by Vittoro Estone. I might be butchering that. And the lettering is by Darren or Daron Bennett. Yeah. There's going to be spoilers, and so if you don't want to be spoiled at all, just go read the thing. You're not going to be swayed by my opinion. Nobody's swayed by, I'm not going to convince somebody to read something that and like it and or not like it. It's not how things work. But you should read it and then come back and we can discuss it in the comments down below or in a future video or whatever. We can just talk about it. So yeah, go read it. If you want a one-word review of this book, here we go. All right, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Yeah, I've used that joke before, and I'll use it again. It's an oldie but a goodie. It's the dad joke of the internet. It's I pretended to end the video way before it ended, and then you look at the timestamp and you're like, no, this moron's got to talk for 10 more minutes. So here we go. 10 more minutes. This book lifts heavily, and it wears its influences on its sleeve, and it borrows heavily from The Wizard of Oz. There's a Tin Man. There's a whole lot of tin men, tin people, tin constructs without hearts. They have clocks for hearts. At some point, they might have had hearts, but now they do not any longer. They're an enslaved nation, and this is kind of the tale of one of them who gets a name. They're nameless for the most part, and one of them is named by his girlfriend and named Canto. Now, Canto never bothers to give the girlfriend a name. It's just the nameless girlfriend. And the quest is to, get her a heart because things happen and she needs a heart, and along the way free his people from the enslavement of the slavers who are called the slavers. It's very creative. There's a lot of reimagining or repurposing or what have you from The Wizard of Oz. It's there's the Yellow Brick Road, there's an Emerald Tower. There's an illusionary bad guy that maybe not be a bad guy. There's, the main story that the wrapping device might not be what it seems. It's a lot of repurposing from like I said, the Wizard of Oz. There's other things in there. There's Jonah and the Whale, and there's other kids stories and or fairy tales and fables it borrows from, but its main influence is the Wizard of Oz. The art tends to have sort of a stained glass look, and that's due to the kind of chunky, heavy inking, especially at first in the book. And it's sometimes a bit hard to follow because the background and the foreground, with the combination of the coloring, the inking, and everything else, they all just kind of blend together. This might not be the best example. Maybe this doesn't blend for you, or does blend for you. But for me, it all just kind of gets flattened out by the way they chose to do some things. That kind of shifts a little bit towards the end, but it's just kind of the art, I think, would be a little bit helped by more delicate touch and inking. I think it probably does get better towards the end of the book, where the backgrounds get less detailed and stuff, and the background inks do get a little bit either lighter colored at least. They're still pretty chunky and thick, but it's an improvement. The lettering gets better as it goes along too. The first issue and stuff, there is some background lettering that has a background color that I found incredibly hard to read. Maybe it's just me, and again, with all this review, maybe it's just me. But the lettering bugged me. And I know if you've watched a few of my videos, I tend to talk about lettering, and I don't think it's mentioned enough in comic book reviews. I think it's such an important part of a comic book that's often overlooked. If it's overlooked, it's because it doesn't bug people. And so getting praise as a letterer is very tricky, and I'm not going to be praising, unfortunately, Darren Bennett on this one. The font choice is not horrible. For the most part, but some of the expositionary font bad, and then it's just I couldn't, don't color in a background behind the font. It just makes it really tough to read for some people, and myself included. So, there's also pacing issues to this story. Unfortunately, there's a lot of time, especially in the second and third issue, dealt with like travel and just images of the characters walking, and then like muddy action sequences that take up the rest of it. If it was more clearly done, maybe that wouldn't be awful. But the pacing of the issues 2 and 3, especially, I think, affect the way it ended. Maybe, or maybe it was just a choice by the writer, but it's a weird choice. The ending doesn't feel deserved. And the action in the ending, for the most part of at least the B story, happens off panel entirely, and it's sort of like just written off in like one like dialogue bubble. It just, it doesn't feel earned. It doesn't feel warranted. It doesn't feel justified. Yeah, and so that bugged me. There are some things I did like. I like the character design of Canto, cute little dude. And the rest of the Tin Men, all cute little guys. They all kind of look alike, which is kind of purposeful. The Slavers look good. There's like Furies, and there's other characters, and they're all pretty well designed, and they're fun. And some of the action sequences are pretty fun. And the actual like layouts are okay. It's just like you get to some of the choicing of some other stuff, and it falls apart a little bit. I did like, like this page is not bad. I think it probably works better in individual issues than it does in the trade, because again, whenever you get this trade, you almost have to break the binding to like figure out what's going on in the gutter here, and I don't want to do that, especially because I'm giving this book away. So I don't know. It's not bad. I've read past this, and I think it gets better. It's not great. It's an internet darling. Folks loved it when it first came out. For a long time, like 9.8s of the first issue were going for a couple $100s. A couple things, people are specking on every damned thing to get made into a TV series or movie, and like I know that's the motivation that I think the writer and artists have said at some point they would love to see it made into a series. So people are like, oh, it should get made into a series, and then. Also, I think there was a printing issue with the first print of the first issue, and so like a lot of them had a crease in them or something, and so it was almost impossible to get 9.8. So the 9.8s are fairly rare. But if it's a direct translation of this into the TV series, I'm not going to enjoy it. I think they need to rethink a few things. I think a little bit of editing could help. I think some pacing work is definitely needed, and I think some of the storytelling choices could be a little bit different. The plot is actually okay. The plot, I mean, again, it lifts heavily from certain things, especially the Wizard of Oz and the hero's quest and all that. That's not bad. But there's a difference between plot and pacing and plot and actual storytelling. The plot of a book could be great, but if it's not told well, then you have like a Dan Brown novel. Pardon. I have opinions, guys. It's why you're watching me. I have opinions. And yeah, so this... It's fine, I guess. If I were to give it a grade, I'd give it a C. How about that? It's not the worst thing I've ever read. It does have, like I said, potential, and I think they're working on getting better as they go along. I think the entire creative team is working to like improve as they go, which is admirable. But this volume, it's not great. Sorry. That said, you can win this, and in order to win this. Be subscribed to me, please. It just helps, and it helps. And please watch my videos. Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up, hit the notification bell so you know when all my stuff goes live. I'm trying to do it on a schedule, but sometimes I drop random videos. Like on Sunday, I dropped a random review of WandaVision season 1. I don't normally do it on Sundays, but sometimes I do. And if you want to be notified, hit the notification bell. And then, most importantly, and this is the key to winning this. Leave a comment down below in the comedy comment section and tell me a book that you read that you had high hopes for, but you did not end up loving. So that's all I got to do. If you want to win this, I will pick a winner next week, and we'll go from there. Oh, yeah, last week's winner of Once and Future Volume 1, which is... Hang on, I'm going to grab it like a pro. That's probably a very disturbing camera image for y'all. Tough. But here we go. This book, Once and Future Volume 1, is going to Jeffrey Bruch. I'm sorry if I butchered your name, sir. You were the only one that followed the directions properly. So you win a copy of this book. Hit me up on Instagram. It's down below in the comments. Empty Thought Balloon. just hit me or in the description of the video. Hit me up, and I will get this out to you. And if you don't have an Instagram, I don't know, leave a comment down below, and we can figure out something. And I'll figure out a way to get it to you. So thank you. I appreciate you watching. I'm not sure what I'm going to review next week, but I'll have something for you, for everybody. And I don't know if I'll give it away. We'll see how long that goes. I'm running out of books to give away, but I'll try. Oh wait, yeah. This week, never mind. Sorry, I literally just forgot. I'm going to give away Canto next week. I'm old, people. I'm old, and my brain is addled. All right. So yeah, there we go. It gets a C, and don't be a dick. Thank you.